Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gurshkovich and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan are among those now free from Russian custody. That's after a large-scale prisoner swap took place earlier today. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has the latest on this story from the White House.
It's the largest prisoner swap between U.S. and Russia since the Cold War. 26 prisoners now being released. And the White House behind me here is flying the wrongful detainee flag right below the American flag, the first time that they're flying it in celebration. Now, among those released include 3 U.S. citizens and 1 green card holder, including Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gurshkovich and former Marine Paul Whelan. Now, they're in the care of the U.S., and earlier at the White House, President Biden met with the families of the freed hostages and said that it's an incredible relief to have them home. Watch.
The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request. So for anyone who questions whether allies matter, they do. They matter. And today is a powerful example of why it's vital to have friends in this world.
Now, it appears the prisoner swap won't have much of an impact on the Russia-Ukraine war, as when President Biden was asked on whether he would speak to Putin after this, he said that he doesn't have to. Now, Whelan was in prison for about 6 years, and he was convicted of espionage, and Gurshkovich was sentenced to 16 years in Russia, being held for 1 year, and the State Department maintains that all of these freed U.S. prisoners were wrongfully imprisoned. Watch.
This is an issue that is so important and personal to Secretary Blinken. In the first weeks in this department, when he was sworn in as Secretary of State, he met with the families of all Americans wrongfully detained at that time in a video call, and continues to meet with families and returnees on a regular basis.
There are also 5 Germans and 7 political prisoners in Russia being released to the West. And in exchange for this, the West is releasing 8 prisoners to Russia, including spies and cybersecurity criminals. Among them is Vadim Krasikov, who was convicted of murder in Germany back in 2019, allegedly at the hands of Russian authorities. And President Biden and Vice President Harris are meeting with the freed hostages at the Joint Andrews Base in Maryland. Reporting from the White House, Jack Bradley, NTD News.